Hey guys, Jackson, Free Auto Mechanic. Today we're going to be installing our sway bar links and bushings from Moog on the back end of this 2000 Jeep Wrangler. Stick with us. Alright, for this deal we're going to need 18 millimeter. On the back side bolt is a 15, and on top it's just one straight through 18, and it has a retainer so we don't have to have a wrench on the back side. And our sway bar bushing right here is two 15 millimeters. So what we'll do is we'll remove this, and then we'll take those loose and swap them out. On the back side, I ended up putting a swivel socket. This is the back of the nut, and it'll keep it from spinning. So whatever you need to do to get that on there and break it loose. I tried spraying some penetrating oil on it to make it easier. It didn't work. Snapped off. Let's get a pry bar or something and work this back out of that location. So this bolt is snapped off, and it broke off up top as well. I guess we'll have to use another bolt. I went ahead and opened up our kit to see if maybe by chance we had an extra bolt in there, but no bolt, just a link. Made very well. Bushings. And it looks like there's a nut in there, but not a bolt. So I'll have to see if I can find one or order one of those, and I'll put a link to it down below. So in the meantime, we can go ahead and remove our two 15 millimeter bolts that are holding on the sway bar, and then we'll swap out that bushing. Once we get our bolts removed, then you can use a pry bar and work that loose if you need to. And what I found is working it on the inside, prying it against this bar itself, kind of helps work it loose. And once you get your metal bracket off, you just set it to the side. Remove your old bushing. Get your new one. I'll put a link to these below. And when you get your new bushing, you'll find this a whole lot less pliable than the old one. The old one just flops all around. These are polyurethane, I believe, instead of rubber. Well, this one's just rubber. Supposed to be better. Something, I know Moog makes good stuff, so that's why we went with it. And I'm going to put this screwdriver in there, and I'm just going to work it gently. Now, another thing you can do is drop this in a styrofoam cup full of water, put it in a microwave for about 30 seconds. It'll warm this up enough that you can work it. Looks like the wider pry bar works a little easier. And once you get it on, you just in reverse order. Just put a bracket in there. Get our bolts in, tighten it up. Something you might find helpful is taking your bolts to a wire brush on your grinding wheel. Next, I want to set my old sway bar link next to the new one. Make sure they look the same, and they are. Our Moog kit comes with all new bushings, which is what's supposed to give us our stabilization. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Just go ahead and start by putting one cup in each side. Protruding a little bit, you just kind of gently tap them in. And you'll want to use the bolt that you had so that it takes up fits in there perfectly. And then you'll install this one. You can use this nut, but they do supply 2 brand new lock nuts, so you should use those. If you need to clean these threads up with the wire wheel, you'll use the new lock nuts that they provide. Now, we broke our other bolt, so we'll have to get a replacement bolt for this one. So we've got everything bolted up back the way it was. All you got to do is the same kind of thing on the other side. I don't suggest doing them both at the same time. Do one side at a time. That way the sway bar is still mounted on one side and doesn't fall onto the ground. If you've noticed throughout this video that everything underneath here doesn't look quite the same as yours, I do have the exhaust removed. I do have the gas tank removed. Some of that was to make it a little easier for you to see things. And the other part is I'm doing some other repairs on this. I'm replacing both the upper and lower control arms, and I will be cutting out the frame and welding in new frame rails. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see those later on, or any of the other videos. Hit like. Appreciate you watching.